It's time to dish with D. That's me. Thank you for clicking on this video and making yourself a priority. I am Denise. Welcome to my channel. This is where we dish everything: healthy lifestyle, weight loss, support, fun recipes, friendship. So if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, there's a subscribe button. Join our community here. We have a fabulous Facebook group as well. And if you're back, welcome back. It is Wednesday. This is the inspirational vlog challenge check-in day. This is our last week of doing the fiber challenge. Can you believe that? Can you believe we've been through 4 weeks of protein and about 4 or 5 weeks of fiber? I can't believe next week's August 1st. I'm just laying that out there. I can't believe it. And next month we are going to be all about carbohydrates. I'm just trying to break nutrients down so we could add some more of these into our daily life, because I think we don't often think of individual things: protein, fiber, carbohydrates, fats. I mean, we just think of points. Not that there's anything wrong with points, but there is a lot that goes into a point. It's not just about calories. So it is all about the nutrients that are inside food. So we're going to do our last little foray into fiber. And I'm not sure what I touched on last time. I probably should have watched that video again, but lo and behold, I did it. Let's first, before we get into that, I want to thank you all. Thank you all for that. When I put out the video on Monday about my magazine, and that's really what this article was about: fiber. So if you haven't checked out Woman's World, August 1st, week of August 1st, yours truly has a little snippet in there, and the importance of fiber and beans into your diet. Y'all know I love my beans, and I didn't always love beans, but I learned to like beans, and then I learned that I really do like beans, and I love beans because I prepare them in a way that I like. Like, yeah, I might like them, not like them like this, but if I do this to them, they're fabulous. So sometimes we have to play around with certain recipes and food, and just, you never know what you're going to like. And I found when I started the Blue Plan Freestyle back in 2017, I think it was, or 2018. It was all about the 0-point foods for that plan, and one of them was beans. And I learned to be very bean savvy and how I can, because beans are filling. They are, and they're good for you. They're just good for a lot of things. And like I said, I was all about the filling though. Let's be honest, I was all about the filling. So they filled me, and I started to make different things, and I enjoy them. So they are part of my weekly. They are a 0-point food for me still. They don't have to be, but I choose them because that is something I want to be, I want to be geared towards. So we're going to find out a little bit more about beans in a minute, but like I said, I wanted to thank you all for your support of that video that went up. I don't show vulnerability too much here because I'm here to support you, and I think maybe I forget that me being vulnerable does support you. I had to show you a little bit of a side of me that I actually haven't seen much lately. And it was a scared side, and it was a nervous side, and it was an unworthy side. And doing that photo shoot brought a lot of that up. When you think, oh, everything's good, I got it all under control, and you realize that you don't. Because there's a little thing that puts you out of your comfort zone, throws it all into a tailspin. And I explained that all in Monday's video, and if you haven't seen it, I will link it in the iCards. It was about my little photo shoot for Woman's World. And I learned a lot, and I shared everything, and I just, and you guys have been so kind about that. And truly, I've had few of you say, because I got up in the video, I said, look, this is what they see, and you're all just so, kind, and I just want to thank you for that, because a little kindness goes a long way. And I did read a letter a few weeks back from a subscriber named Betty. And Betty's like, you read I didn't read all her email. I read a snippet of her email. And I said I was going to read another snippet of her email. And she laughed. She's like, really? She doesn't, she's not one that posts, and I know a lot of people that don't leave comments. But you don't realize, and then they email you, I've been watching you for 2 years. I'm like, I don't even know this person, because they don't comment. Some people are just funny about comments, and I get that. But you don't realize that there's people watching you for a long time, and it's like, wow, I feel like I don't know, and I feel bad because I want to know you. But Betty says in this one, hey D, you posted my email, laugh out loud. Well, Miss Magazine Girl, I am so super proud of you. I also just watched the video you did about the experience, and I was crying. And it's funny, and I had many people say that, and That's why they put you in that magazine. Don't let the self-doubt get to you. See, self-doubt. We self-doubt ourselves. They see the honest, true, and real approach you took to your journey. You didn't change completely. You made lifestyle adjustments. I have watched a lot of weight loss YouTubers, and I can say without a doubt that you are the best. I had to throw that in there. I wasn't going to like read that part, but I thought, what the heck, I'm going to read that part. You are consistent and let life happen, but you show positive control. I have stopped watching others as they make me feel bad about my choices. Moderation is key, as you always say, and as is consistency. I am done another 4 pounds since our last email. I continue to eat the foods that I love. And she goes on, but that's just like, and I love when people get it. Like, you get it. And like, because we have to live the rest of our lives like this. So if you could sit there and make these small little changes, you will see results. You will be enjoying life. You won't be sitting there when you feel deprived. It's just, that's when the binge happens. And that's when you go crazy. And that's when you feel bad because you ate all of that. So the fact that a lot of this resonates is just exactly why I do it. Exactly. And I do repeat myself because eventually you'll hit the right video. I had somebody else mention to me that there are so many videos that she keeps on repeat to watch because sometimes you have to hear it more than once. And I agree with that because sometimes you do. You just have to, and I keep myself on repeat, repeating the same things in hopes it will sink in. Like, look at me, 53 I was, my hit goal, something like that. I've been on Weight Watchers a long time. The fact that I absolutely wanted to do it and could do it, it's never too late. It's never too late. So don't ever think, oh, I failed, 101 times. And guess what? You may fail another 101 times, but you keep trying, you will hit that time where it just all clicks. So that's what I'm going to be here to cheer you on for that clicking. So what's it about fiber today? A person needs to have an adequate intake. I was going to say inadequate intake. Adequate intake of fiber. Men, it's 33.6 grams a day, and women, it's 28 grams. That is the minimum. Now, I'm not saying go and have 50, 60 grams of fiber because, again, realistic. Same thing with protein. Like, yeah, there's people out there saying you need to have, your weight in protein grams. You need to have 100. I can't say without a shadow of a doubt that I can keep that up. But I can keep up at least 28 grams of fiber. I can keep up at least 75 grams of protein because that's what you want. Consistency. Consistency is key. And what I say it 1.5 million times. It is true. You can have good and bad weeks, but you have to be consistent as long as you keep getting back on that horse. All right, here we have some high fiber things. High fiber legumes. Navy beans are the highest, which I didn't know that. 10.5 grams per 100 grams of beans. Pinto beans, 9 grams of fiber per 100 grams. Black beans, 8.7 grams of fiber per 100 grams. And you're weighing these, that's how you know the grams. Now, you can judge. Split peas, 8.3 grams per 100 grams. Lentils, 7.9 grams of fiber per 100 grams. Mung beans, I've been doing mung beans in my sprout jar. So, there you go, a high protein bean sprout that you have in your salad. You're throwing a protein in your salad and it's beans. I mean, and azuki beans, well, I've never had azuki beans. 7.3 grams of fiber. Lima beans, which I don't really care for. I've tried. Lima beans, and if you have an interesting recipe for lima beans, let me know, because I'm trying to like lima beans. It's not happening yet, though. 7 grams of fiber. Chickpeas, one of my favorites, is probably the lowest one. 6.4 grams of fiber. Kidney beans, 6.4. I was surprised soybeans were only 6 grams. I always thought soybeans. Now baked beans, which, I don't like baked beans, but they're 4.1 grams of fiber. Green peas, 4.1 to 5.5 grams of fiber. High fiber vegetables. The number one was artichoke. Again, I don't eat enough artichoke. 6.9 grams of fiber per 20.5 ounce percent. Potatoes, which I did know, 6.3 grams of fiber. Sweet potatoes, 5.9. So the regular potato is better than the sweet potato. Parsnips, again, something I don't have a lot of, but I do enjoy, 5.8. Winter squash, 5.7. Broccoli, 5.1. It's funny, the ones that are more readily available have the lower grams of fiber. That's always the way. Pumpkin, of course, and I love me some pumpkin, 3.6 grams of fiber. High fiber fruits. First one on the list is, can you guess? I would not have guessed this one. And I wouldn't have called it a fruit either. I don't know what I would have called it. Avocado. Yep, 9.2 grams of fiber. Pears, 5.5 grams of fiber. Apples, 5.4. Raspberries, which I didn't realize either, 4 grams of fiber. Blackberries, 3.8. Prunes were pretty low on the thing. They're only 3.4. I'll give me a pear any day. Orange, 3.4. A banana, 3.1. But the banana has the potassium in it, so it's kind of a dual edge. Guava, 3 grams. All right, high fiber nuts and seeds. Buckwheat, one I don't eat a lot of. And my husband loves buckwheat pancakes. Now, if you're gonna make it into flour, I'm gonna assume it's going to go down. Buckwheat is a seed, not a grain. Oh, so it's I didn't know that either. It does not contain gluten. People can add groats to breakfast, cereals, and smoothies. I might have to go into some buckwheat. 8.4 grams of fiber. Chia seeds. 4.1 grams of fiber. Quinoa, another one of my favorites, 2.6. Pumpkin seeds, another one of my favorites, 1.9. Almonds, 1.5. Popcorn, even popcorn has some fiber in it, 1.2. Whole grains. Freca, or freca, however you say it, 13.3. Bulgur wheat, we have a lot. I have a bulgur wheat salad, I believe, here on the channel. 4.5. Pearled barley, 3.8. Oops. Not sure why this went down. Oh, wait a minute. I think I lost it. Tips to increase fiber in your diet. Avoid peeling vegetables as the skins contain plenty of fiber. I know that. Swap white bread for wholemeal bread. Swap white rice for brown rice. Try using steel cut or rolled oats instead of instant oats. Aim for at least 2.5 cups of vegetables to 2 cups of fruit each day. Choose starchy vegetables, which Weight Watchers punishes us for. But if you keep them in check, you're not eating like a crap ton of starchy vegetables. I think if you have a cup to 2 cups, I think it's fine. I say it's fine, but you can do whatever you want. Use psyllium husk or fiber supplements when able. Yes, I definitely do take a fiber supplement. I take the Bellway Beauty Fiber, which we talk about. I believe, what is the fiber in that? I want to say it's 5 or less. I can't remember, but I take the beauty because of the collagen. This will be my video on Friday. But yeah, there's different things that give you different, like I said, ways to get some fiber in. It's just a small, like I said, we have to have, it's like, you remember, like, I don't know if your Weight Watchers meeting has this, ours used to have the, like, the pyramid. Like, we have to, even though we're a weight loss journey, we still have to go by the pyramid. You still need all these things to make up. You can't sit there and not have something because of yada yada yada. You got to include it somehow. Like fats. Fats are going to be maybe in the fall. We'll do fats because I think fats are not going to get a bad rap. They do, but we need fat in our diet. You do. You can't exclude anything because you don't like it. You don't think it's good for you, or you think, you know, like everything in moderation. There's nothing wrong with anything in moderation. So that is my foray into fiber. I was gonna say fats, the F's. So this is our last week. It's been a fun month. I've learned a lot about fiber, and I'm definitely conscious of what, you know, I'm eating that has more fiber in it. There's different apps you can get if you wanted to track individual fiber content and protein content. It's, you know, but if you're looking at your food and say there's some fiber in it, you're doing well. Like I said, as long as you're conscious, and that's what these challenges are about. It's just making you aware. You know, I'm really not trying to change you. We're just trying to just polish you off a little bit, you know, because this is a lifestyle and you're just making small changes that yield big results eventually. You know, you're making changes, and that's a great thing. It's a great thing. And this is making me burp, and I apologize. So that's this week's topic from D, the fiber, fun facts of fiber. So I hope you enjoyed this month's fiber chat. I hope you learned something. I hope you tried something. Try something new. One of these things that I mentioned, one of these beans or vegetables that you might not have tried. Like I say, you have to have a different way to prepare if you don't like it. Like I'm trying, like I said, you have some with lima beans, send it to me, because I want to like lima beans. I do, and I don't. But I'm willing to try, because that's what life's about. That's how we grow. We have to try new things. And then when you find like, oh yeah, like even like I had chickpeas is one of the things, and even white beans, I had into a tossed salad. It's fabulous. You know, it's adding it's adding protein, it's adding fiber, and it's really adding a little bit of texture. I like texture in my salad. So I enjoy that. I love doing this salads with chickpeas, and you put some shaved celery, a little onion, a hard-boiled egg, a little lemon vinaigrette. It's fabulous, and it's something different, because if you're in the same rut of eating the same things, you get bored. And when you get bored, you look for things to make you unbored that are probably not on plan. So that's why I like looking up fun, different ways to make my foods, or trying to learn how to find other things, and going to a store and look at a different vegetable you've never looked at before, or a fruit. I want to try all these weird fruits that are out. And here in New Jersey, we have some interesting melons. I tried it. I think it was called a Korean melon. Or was it an Asian melon? It was one of those. I've never had it. It tasted like those Asian pears that are out in the fall. It was a melon, but it had a crunchy texture. Steve didn't like it. I liked it because I don't like mushy fruits. So, well, of course I would like it because I like crunch. But it was different, so I would have never, known that unless I tried it. So it's always fun just to try new things. So that's what we're all about. We're all about experimenting, trying, creating. Like I said, I know we're tired. I know nobody wants to go in the kitchen and try to create a new recipe and try something. They just want it convenient. I totally understand that. I do. So you try to simplify it with simple things. Like, that's why I try salads, because salads are always easy. Like, yeah, I don't want to spend all day in the kitchen making something, and like, yeah, and then I don't want to eat it because I'm done. Yeah, we simplify things here on Dish with D. Yes, but I don't want to keep you in the kitchen all day. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you have not yet subscribed. And if you know somebody that could use some fiber in their lives, then there's a share button. You could share this at I say a WW meeting, because fiber is extremely important, and a lot of us don't have enough. And once you have some fiber, it should help the bathroom. Just saying. We know that's a whole other video if I talk about the bathroom. But we will end this here. We will dish another day. Thanks so much for all your support for my channel and for my journey. And like I said, welcome to the newbies. It's great to have you. Let's do this together, right? I'm up for it.